Killing 9, killing 8, 7, 6, 6. Watch these guys. That's back of the. That's watch these guys.
This is the Sailing World on Water, December 24, 2021. These are the highlights of the sport of sailing in the last 7 days. The Great Britain SailGP team are out of the Australian Sail Grand Prix after a collision with the Japan SailGP team in the final race of the opening day. As the team on board the British F-50 were focusing on closing down the gap to the American boat in the pre-start, they did not see the Japanese boat. That error resulted in a significant crash with both boats unable to continue racing, but thankfully no one was hurt. Under the rules, the British team were out of the event and offered their boat to the Japanese team led by Australian Nathan Outteridge. The Bacardi Winter Series and Bacardi Invitational Regatta are once again returning to Miami, USA for the 2021 to 2022 racing season. The season opener for 2021 to 2022 is Bacardi Winter Series Event 1, featuring racing for the J70 and Melges 24 fleets, from 18 to 19 December 2021. These are highlights from days 1 and 2. Sam Davies, through her Initiatives car sailing program, has saved the life of 342 children. Her current boat has saved 215, and after a huge Vendée Globe, where she crashed out, repaired her boat, and set out to chase the fleet after repairs were completed in Cape Town. Now it's time for a new boat for her and hope for more children. Another worthy organization in the IMOCA racing is 11th Hour Racing, who are involved in cleaning up the oceans. Their 2-boat team had mixed results last year. They released their top 11 moments of 2021. The French racing trimaran Actual was brought home to its base in Lorient for much-needed TLC. They are a well-oiled team who spring into action, and soon the boat is in pieces dockside. It's an impressive sight. Here is the confirmed route for the World Race, starting from Alicante in 2022. Now over to Sydney Harbour, and the chaos in the SailGP.
The bow's fallen off. The bow is fallen off. Awesome.
So as this race continues on, race number 3, we are able to now be joined by Nathan Outteridge on board Team Japan. And Nathan, from your perspective, what did you see?
We saw Ben Barbas get completely out of control and his whole hull landed on top of ours. I'm still shocked that no one got squashed there. As you can see, we've got no bow left. The boat is completely damaged. I can't imagine we'll be able to tomorrow. It's just reckless sailing, unfortunately. It really ended our day.
Nathan, it's good to hear that everyone's okay, and that's in itself a miracle. But is this in a situation where you had nowhere to go? I mean, obviously you didn't see this coming. It's something that Ben wouldn't normally do.
Well, you know, we had full right away being the leeward boat there, and you know, we could see the boats all coming down at us, and clearly he either didn't see us or just didn't expected us to give way to him. But it's definitely ruined our boat and ruined any chance we've got of winning this event. So it's extremely disappointing. We put a lot of hard work and bad first race today, really good second race, ready to capitalise on that, and now we're just hoping that this thing doesn't go to the bottom out here.
All right, Nathan, take good care of everyone. We'll talk to you later on. Thanks for your time.
Wow, you really could not write this, could you? As we come back to the water, talking not been able to write it, look at the boat speed on the Australian boat. Big lead.
Ainsley, wow, tight quarter racing, Ben. Everyone wants the same line. What happened out there?
Yeah, we just didn't see the other boat. We were focused on America a little bit early for the start at the top end of the line. And the first time I was aware of Japan was someone said, "Oh, you got the other boat," which no idea they were there. So that's certainly our mistake, and I certainly hope all the guys on the Japan boat are okay. And yeah, frustrating for both teams.
Ben, we just spoke with Nathan, and we'll just tell you right away, everyone's okay on the Japanese team. How about your squad? Is everyone okay? Anyone injured? And what's the state of your boat for possibly racing tomorrow?
Yeah, that's really good to hear. Yeah, no, all of our team are fine. I don't know about the...
Well, what can I say? Bacardi, Miami, the perfect way to spend the week before Christmas. It's my first time sailing the Bacardi Cup, and I must say it's one of my favorite events that I've ever done. The venue is spectacular, the hospitality is spectacular, sailing conditions were amazing. We had a good variety. Yesterday was really windy. Today, a lot of ups and downs with the velocity, a lot of shifts, very challenging sailing conditions, but that's what makes it fun. You know, it was this was the first time this season we had the team together. So it was a great event to sort of get people melding together, get all the yelling out of the way at this event, of which there was a substantial amount, mainly directed at me. Since I'm relatively new to the J70 sailing scene, I have a lot to learn, but fortunately I have a lot of really good teammates who are able to help me develop and get better. So, you know, tons of fun, had a great time. Looking forward to the after-hour festivities here.
Yeah, nice to be here again in Miami after 1 year missing last year. It was because of coronavirus, and we are really happy to be back in this warmth. You can imagine in Germany it's really cold weather right now. It's dark and foggy, and so we enjoy it really much to be here. The racing today, first day of racing, was really tricky and choppy, and with some different wind conditions. The wind changed in strength a lot. So a lot to do for me as a helmsman and for the crew to trim always, almost every time, trimming the mast. And so we had a lot to do today, but we are really happy with our results, making a first in the first race, also in the second. And then comes a squall in and hit us really badly in this situation. But we managed to get a good race in. So overall, we are really happy with this first day.
We've just finished up the second day of the first Bacardi series, and as we were sailing in today, I think the thing I was the most proud of was how well I and the entire team responded to the varying conditions that we dealt with. High wind speeds, low wind speeds, no chop, and then a squall that came through. Now, I'll be frank, the squall actually helped us. We turned out to be in the right position, and we just took off downwind. And even though it was absolutely pouring rain, I have to say it was the most fun that I had the entire weekend. But with Taylor Canfield, Scott Ewing, Cole Brower, and Rich Peel on board, we just have a fantastic team that really understands how to make those mode changes. And if I were to point to one single thing contributing to our success this weekend, that would be it.
Today was day one for the Bacardi Invitational, event one of the year here in Miami. It's great to be back racing in this warm weather. We had 3 races today, great conditions. Started off with 14, 16 knots from the east, and slowly as the day went by, the wind started dropping to 10, 12, and even less than 10 of the last race, and shifted right. And for us, we had a good day on Team Rowdy in the J70 class. We were the top 3 in all 3 races. Felt like the left side was working most of the time, although there were some clouds rolling through, like on the last race, for instance, where a big squall came and then the right worked very well. So it was not an easy day out there, not straightforward.
Yeah, hi, I'm Pete Cunningham, sailing here in Miami on the J70s. I'm from the Cayman Islands, previously from the United States and Britain, so I'm from multiple places. We have Cayman Islands is a pretty small place. We've only got about 70,000 people, 25,000 Caymanians, of which I am one. And we have a very, very vibrant sailing club. We put about 500 kids a year local kids through sailing program down there. We've sent fairly regularly. We've sent a sailor to the Olympics, boys and girls, Junior Olympics as well as the regular Olympics. And I met a guy called Tony Ray about 10 years ago, and Tony's been running my program, telling me what to do for the last 10 years. So I've had a 52, and then CNC 30's been raced, and then I got a J70 about 5 years ago. And that's been really a huge amount of fun, so particularly sailing down in here in Florida, Miami, St. Pete, Tampa. Very, very competitive sailing. I mean, really competitive sailing. We had 3 boats today finished, must have been within 5 seconds of each other. And I've got a great crew. Willem sort of tells me, but basically all I do is I do what I'm told. I've been married 54 years, so I've learned how to do what I'm told. And they tell me what to do, and I steer. And anyway, boat power play, we started, let's say, 1980s actually in San Francisco on the J29. And the power means that we want to be competitive, and we are a very competitive team. But play means we want to have fun. We want to have fun on the water and off the water, and be sociable and enjoy it. Sailing is meant to be enjoyed. And this regatta, I think, you see people talking to each other and smiling and just having a really, really good time, and that makes it a fantastic event.
Ça fait 5 ans que je navigue avec Initiative Cœur 3. 5 ans, mais aussi beaucoup de milles. Un tour du monde incroyable, des aventures, des hauts et des bas, des abandons, des casses, des accidents, des victoires, des réussites. Je pense que les meilleurs moments, c'est le Vendée Globe de 2020. D'être dans le match, d'être performante sur toute la descente de l'Atlantique, jusqu'à mon accident. Et puis le pire moment, je pense que c'était au moment de mon accident où je me demandais si le bateau il allait couler. Bilan sportif, des chouettes résultats. J'ai réussi à être performante avec ce bateau qui est pas tout neuf non plus. On vient de faire une 5e place devant des bateaux neufs. Parfois frustrant parce que j'ai quelques abandons que je regrette, mais ça fait aussi la vie de la course au large. Et je pense que parfois si on n'a pas des erreurs ou des échecs ou des accidents, on pousse pas assez. Donc ça fait partie du côté sportif de ce projet. C'est sur les 342 enfants sauvés par le projet Initiative Cœur. Ce bateau a sauvé 215 enfants. C'est incroyable, donc bilan solidaire vraiment énorme. C'est génial et c'est pas fini. Donc ça fait beaucoup de souvenirs avec ce bateau. Quand même, je suis un peu attachée et peut-être en cachette tout à l'heure, je vais verser une petite larme, mais ça fait plaisir aussi qu'il va vers quelqu'un qui va continuer à faire vivre le bateau pleinement. C'est toujours cool quand on voit que notre bateau il va continuer des super courses. Quand on fait des belles résultats comme cette Transat Club, on réussit à sauver plus d'enfants. Donc c'est important pour le côté solidaire aussi de rester dans le match. Il y a beaucoup de bateaux neufs, beaucoup de bateaux récents dans la flotte maintenant. Et pour pouvoir rester dans le match, il faut changer de bateau. Et ça c'est génial aussi parce que moi je suis compétitrice. C'est vraiment un projet incroyable qu'on va vivre l'année prochaine, de découvrir ce nouveau bateau, d'essayer de l'apprendre, prendre en main, de le maîtriser, parce que c'est de la puissance en plus de maîtriser. Mais c'est important ici pour rester devant.
Good job on Charlie Enright, 11th hour racing.
That's a really monumental moment for us.
What a race.
Battling on, having a good time, working hard, a little bit tired.
You know, we opened this shed for 18 months and then one day you leave it, so it's a big deal for us.
What's the runner at Sunday?
This race is a monster.
C'est journée manutention aujourd'hui pour le team actuel. C'est-à-dire que là on est sur le ponton à la base à Lorient. On va quitter le ponton et on va aller dans le port de pêche juste derrière où il y a une grue qui nous attend. On est bien calé, je pense que c'est bien organisé et ça va très bien se passer.
Ça se resserre encore doucement.
On va mettre un peu derrière, que pas beau. Ah, c'est choqué.
Alors je sais plus si on mange avant, parce qu'il y a toujours une histoire de nourriture quand même dans chaque manute. Hein.
Là j'ai monté à 35 mètres de haut pour accrocher les lingues en tête de mât pour pouvoir démater.
Surveille Christophe.
Là, je suis en train de préparer le démontage du safran de coque centrale. Et c'est juste 8 vis à défaire. Rien de très typique, hein.
Anto et Rémi.
Bonne journée, beau travail de préparation. En fait, c'est des journées où tout se passe bien, tout a été bien préparé avant, donc là, c'était parfait.